Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has revealed that the U.S. government has reinstated the diplomatic visa of Housing Minister Richard Frederick. The revelation comes after a decade of mystery surrounding the initial revocation of Frederick's visas when he served in a previous UWP cabinet.
In fact, you know what? I never understand why a government minister who gets a visa to go to the United States for 5 years, a diplomatic visa, can be such. I mean, it baffles me. First of all, Richard Frederick went on a holiday. Richard Frederick did not go on government business. He went on a holiday, he paid his money, he used his credit card, and he went on holiday. What he went to do, I do not know. He didn't tell me. What I'm going to tell you for, he went on holiday. So all those who said he went on government business, as usual, saying what they want.
But you know,
but I know you're very disturbed because you believed your own propaganda that his visa was taken away from him and he'd never get it. But I never commented on that. But I can tell you now, he has a visa for 5 years. So all those who commented, all those who made stories about it, they are the ones who answer now. I don't get involved in these things, no matter how hard you try to get me involved.
Frederick, who is now a member of an SLP cabinet, in July 2022 returned to the United States on government business for the first time since his visa was revoked. This led to a slew of what the minister says was disinformation which continues today in the opposition social media echo chamber.
When you see you have persons, the naysayers, spreading rumors, spreading propaganda, spreading mis and disinformation, they must understand that people and persons are listening. You have a situation where United PAC and the Zelevs, so to speak, were saying a lot of stuff and were literally begging the embassy to listen. They were begging the embassy, tag the embassy, tag the embassy. We want the embassy to listen. Well, I'm not sure, but I believe the embassy listened. Because for the embassy to be drawn into what is clearly a political situation, knowing that what they were saying are untruths, the embassy sure was probably listening.
Opposition leader Alan Chasney erroneously claimed in July 2022 that Frederick, who had his U.S. visas revoked in 2011, had been granted a 3-day pass, advising that he make the most of the visit. Frederick, who was in the United States in July 2022 for over a week, was representing CARICOM at a United Nations meeting wanted Chasney hauled before the Privileges Committee for alleged misleading the House.
Because of the embassy to have heard an ex-prime minister in our most august chamber in Parliament said that I had a 3-day visa, which is so far from the truth, the embassy was listening. For the embassy to have heard one of his Zelevs saying that she dares me to take him before the Privileges Committee because I had a 3-day visa, the embassy was listening. To say that the embassy wrote the government of St. Lucia and were pissed off, to use her words, the embassy was listening. To say that the embassy said, never, ever, ever apply for a visa for Richard Frederick again, the embassy was listening. So the embassy asked themselves, which embassy you were referring to, because all of these were lies.
The Housing Minister warns his adversaries of the pitfalls of trafficking in disinformation.
And so the embassy realized that they were beginning to become embroiled unwittingly in the politics of this country with loads and loads of untruths. And it was them who were calling on the embassy to listen. I pride myself on speaking the truth at all times. And if they learn that, they will understand that the trap they set for me, they are actually assisting in my liberation. Have a good day.
Frederick resigned from the UWP Stephenson King cabinet in 2011 after disclosing that the U.S. State Department had revoked his visas. To date, a specific reason for the revocation has not been revealed, sparking staunch critics of the Castries Central MP to insist that this had disqualified the minister from serving in the executive. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.